Good morning and happy Sunday. Happy first day of daylight savings, or I don't know, I always mix up the two different, not daylight savings. Anyway, hope if you celebrate, that is, of course, because not everybody does. I know there's like I don't know, southwest corner of Indiana that doesn't, or something. It's weird. Hopefully, you use that extra hour today to take a nap. That's the ideal state for me. I think I will take a nap. So here is my clearing the bases episode weekly. I do this every Sunday morning. Um, yeah, I had a great time at the show yesterday. I did my video on that. I'm going to talk about. I've got my standard fare of items here. Probably fewer baseball cards than normal, which is fun for me. Getting to talk about something else. So let's jump right in. I want you to tell me in comments what is your favorite item here. Any thoughts you have about any of these things. At the end, I'm going to talk about my update from main video from 2 Fridays ago. So stick around if you're interested in a little background on that. Here we go. All right, this is the post-war cards newsletter, which is great. I strongly suggest signing up for post-war cards newsletter. Uh, I just thought this was cool. On October 12th, a collector on the Venezuela Tops Facebook group, which I'm not part of, offered a 1960 Veni Tops complete set for sale. One of only 3 complete sets, and here it is on the PSA registry. Uh, Seller is trying to get $19,000. I don't know if it's sold yet. I didn't want to join the group just to find out, but yeah, neat. As you can see, of course, low average grade, because those are really tough to come by in high grade or even mid grade, and also very expensively. Low pop. Look at, I mean, the Brooks Robinson has a pop of 8. That's it. That's the highest one here. It's pretty neat. And then Heritage Auctions did a VHS auction, which is really cool. I love. I mean, when I was at the warehouse yesterday, he had some VHS sealed, and there was nothing good that I was really interested in, but I was definitely interested in exploring it. So, A Nightmare on Elm Street sold for about $12,000. It's still got the price tag on it. It's graded a 9.4 by CGC. Of course, they have to be, for them to still be valuable, they have to be sealed, and they have to be the original issue from the first year they came out. As far as I know, I don't know much about these. I think that they're very cool. And then a Halloween also sold for just shy of $10,000. This one is VG grader. I don't know what that is. 85 grade. Fun. And I always say this, and I will continue to. I don't like to use Eric Whiteback, the collectibles guru, for these tweets. I prefer to find somebody else. But this is actually a good tweet. And I don't know. Original factory sealed iPhone from 2007, sold at auction for $133,000. It's the second most expensive ever. There was a $190,000 sale in July. So this person bought it in 2007 when they first came out for $535.18, which you can see here because they still have the receipt. And they sold it 16 years later for $133,000. That is pretty impressive return on investment. If over the same time period, if you had bought $535 of Apple stock, it would have returned $23,000. So the sealed iPhone outperformed Apple stock by nearly 6x. Pretty cool. All right, this one, and I love Mario Alejandro. I won't apologize for using his tweets. He's great. This Tony Gwynn card from 2023, Topps X Bob Ross. I'm not familiar with this set. I know this is new and people have been talking about it. I don't know much about it. Tony Gwynn collectors have pointed out all over social media the card actually features a photograph of Tony Gwynn Jr. Oops. And then he says, back in the day, they made a similar mistake by placing Tony Gwynn Sr. stickers on Junior's cards. That was Upper Deck. So yeah, pretty wild. And then I saw this. This is Heritage again. Carlton Fisk World Series ticket from 1975, and he inscribed a 12th inning walk-off home run. Stay fair, stay fair. It's currently at $310. I would love to have this. I won't buy it, of course, but it's still another week or so, 8 days left in the bidding. So pretty cool. And then Darren Rovell tweeted that somebody paid $120,000 for a Nintendo NES Deluxe set that sold in December 1986 for $128. It included the NES console, two controllers, a zapper light gun, and ROB or Rob Robotic Operating Buddy. Listen, I was obsessed with Nintendo as a kid. I don't remember this this guy. This guy. I don't remember him. Rob Robotic Operating Buddy. I don't know. It's weird. I feel like this is something I would remember unless it just didn't last. I very much remember Duck Hunt and the Zapper light gun. I don't remember Gyromite, the other game it came with, but yeah, it's strange. And this was a graded box too. I think it was sealed, if I remember correctly, but anyway, it was complete. So yeah, do you remember Rob? I don't. All right, Tops, another redemption nightmare from Tops, and I showed just this week a couple redemptions I got back. I'm very pleased with Tops redemptions, but I know my two redemptions are that's a very small sample size. So this collector and advocate for Tops and Fanatics was working on a Malcolm Nunez Rainbow for 2021 Bowman Chrome and purchased 18 active redemptions. And in my opinion, or at least it was my opinion, this is a great way to get autographs cheaply. So over the course of 2 years, he was patient and active with Topps customer support. And then he finally accepted a substitute. And first of all, don't accept substitutes, in my opinion, unless you don't care about the player. But like I could have accepted a substitute on my Ronald Acuna autograph, but I love Acuna. So I stayed, did not accept a substitute. And they will offer it to you after 6 months, I think. Or 3 months or something like that. I don't remember. So they Tops in working on a substitute used Beckett Collect to price out the values of the redemptions. Uh, for 18 redemptions, they replaced them with two cards. And so here's the email that they sent to him. They say current market value is based on various factors, including eBay and Beckett pricing. Um, and I don't know what happened with this screenshot. So they priced out a 2020 Bowman Chrome Draft Auto for Evan Carter at $250. I mean, Evan Carter is a very, very hot rookie. And then, or I don't even know, was this his rookie year or will next year be his rookie year? Anyway, and then this one at $120 to replace they came up with the value of those 18 cards at $369, so about $20 per replacement per card, which I don't know, Malcolm Nunez, uh, that doesn't seem like it would be accurate. $20 per card. So here are the cards you got. Yeah, that stinks. That stinks. And then somebody else replied to that tweet saying that they also got messed up by Topps redemptions because they were supposed to get this team logo bat knobs autograph. I don't know what para is for Shohei Ohtani. And here's what they got. Whoops. Here's what they got. And then it says only to receive a commemorative patch card with auto sticker slapped on it, numbered. And somebody pointed out that is the team logo bat knob. These are not game used bat knobs. Check every auto from that set. Nothing wrong with this. you got what you were supposed to. And to this guy's credit, he accepts this. He starts correcting other people, saying, I've been educated that this is actually right. So he may still be upset about it because it's not a baseball, it's not like a real bat knob, it's not a game used bat knob, but he accepts that it's actually right, which it's hard to convince people on the internet that they're wrong. So good for this guy for acknowledging that he was wrong. And if you haven't watched already, this on Friday, I skipped Attic Find Friday, which I'm not doing again this coming week. I already have one picked out. This is a Larry Bird card that sold during the peak of the pandemic for a lot of money. I'm not going to say how much because this was Adams of Splendid Sports Cards, and he tells the story about this in my Friday live stream video, the Larry live stream video. So if you're interested in that story, go watch. It's pretty close to the beginning of the video. We spent an hour just talking 80s basketball and Celtics and things like that. So worth your time, I think, especially if you're interested in hearing the story of how he discovered he had this card in his collection, how he discovered what it was worth, and what he sold it for at that time. PSA 10, and also how many there are PSA 10s, which I talk about that as well. And then I want somebody to explain this to me. Victor Wembanyama, so rare, I think that's pronounced so Sorari. I don't know. One of one digital trading card sold at auction for $110,000. Help me understand why somebody would buy a digital card for any amount of money. Are these collectible or are they just investments? What I don't understand. And I'm not criticizing. I just don't understand it. So if you are one of these people who collects these and pays a lot of money for them, let me know in comments why. Uh, and Collectibles Guru says he personally knows the buyer. He's a big whale who has won huge sums of money playing the Sorare game with his collection. So maybe that's the whole thing is just investing. This person, what do I make of it? I make my own copy. I don't get it, but that's okay. Tony Poznansky, who is Joe Poznansky's brother, saw the Collectibles Guru, who is constantly posting massive hits on his Twitter that he gets, and Poznansky got upset. Like, how come you always get the big hits? So he went out and bought himself a couple of boxes of Topps Chrome to see if he could pull the Bronny James autograph card like Collectibles Guru did, and oh, he did. So, and he writes, this was in the second pack. He writes, this stuff is pretty loaded. He got 3 autos per box, one being an on card. Yeah, I don't know. I bought 1 box of McDonald's All American. I got 2 cards numbered to 10. This was a year ago when they first came out. I still have not ripped a pack since April of this year. 7 months now. All right, Mario again. Here's a 1 of 1 Chris Farley autograph. Where is the rest of the autograph? Yeah, that's what it should look like. And then, of course, he includes Farley there. Yeah, it's sad. Like, what happened to the rest of his autograph? Did they cut it all off? Is it is it behind here or I don't know. Somebody sent me this on Twitter. Uh, this is a Sandy Koufax and Nolan Ryan dual signed baseball. Great ball. 100% fake autographs. If you scroll down in the description, it says this baseball features the signatures of 2 legendary pitchers, Sandy Koufax and Nolan Ryan. The ball is a great addition to any sports memorabilia collection. It comes with a certificate of authenticity from James Spence Authentication. Does it? It sure does. And this states it is our considered opinion that the submitted item is not, in fact, an authentic example. And they give 3 reasons why it's not legitimate. That's not a letter of authenticity. If it says it's not authentic, it's a letter of inauthenticity. I don't know. What do you guys think? Nice try to this person. This is they were trying to get $100 for this ball. All right, Dan Rovell. So a few months back over the summer, I guess, there was a lot of talk about Blake Martinez, this NFL guy who retired young and made $11 million selling Pokemon cards. Oh, it's so amazing. But there was never any, I never saw any real journalism done to say, how much did you pay to make the $11 million? What are your cost of goods sold? And how is he selling cards? And then there is somebody here, Rattle Pokemon, did some great videos outing Blake Martinez. And I'm not a Pokemon guy. I was just really interested in the story at the time. Rattle Pokemon was who it was, and so he was auctioning off $3 Pokemon packs for thousands of dollars for the right to win a bigger prize, and those games were rigged, allegedly. Wild. All right, here's the Ricky Henderson from my Golden PSA Vault video. The original seller auctioned it off via Golden Auctions, and it sold for $275 with buyer's premium. So the seller got $225. So pretty good, I would say. I don't know why there's a $50 buyer's premium. Is that like I don't know. It seems like a lot. But anyway, so this was the one. Pretty sure this was the one. It's pretty. Uh, yeah, it's the one. And then here's an interesting story. This is actually that Ricky and this one were both sent to me by Auburn35, longtime subscriber and commenter. This person, this is on Blowout Forums, listed a Manny Machado card they had in their PSA vault for weekly auction. Writes, I 100% listed it for auction with a starting bid of $10 to be listed in their next weekly auction. Woke up and found that it sold for $25 in fixed price on their marketplace. Card was a 2010 Bowman Chrome Draft Picks Blue Refractor PSA 8. Not sure why it was estimated at $25 since I was just sold a PSA 9 on Golden for over 300. Uh, yeah, there's no screenshots with the story. It's just something I'm kind of following to see. And Ken Golden right here. It's the vault. It's being investigated. Marketplace is attached to the vault. Only items in the vault are listed in the marketplace, and all items in marketplace are stored at vault. It's a vault function to either ship it, fix price it, or sell it at auction. I understand it may be confusing trying to help by putting the right contact name in the thread. However, I did PM the op and let him know a thread is circulating to figure out the cause of it. Golden and all the Golden employees have zero control over anything getting listed in the marketplace. Ken, I mean, you gotta. I don't know. I don't know Ken Golden, other than the two private messages he sent me about situations like this. He's involved in customer service more than a CEO worth. What's the quote? He, he has nine figures in his bank account or something. I don't remember. Uh, and then Ken messaged the original person to work it out. So yeah, good for Ken. What was this when I closed that? Okay. And then California man prepares to sell nearly 60-year James Bond memorabilia collection for $1 million. I'm not a James Bond guy. I enjoy the movies, but I don't think I've ever seen any of them more than once. Collection includes over 30,000 items, posters, books, magazines, and much more. So here's a bunch of it. $1 million James Bond collection. Crazy. Good for this guy. There's your retirement right there. All right. I wanted to talk a little bit about this video because I was really pleased by the reaction to it and really surprised. I so the massacre in Lewiston, Maine happened on Wednesday night. We were locked down immediately because we were 20 miles from that and 10 miles from where he was last seen. And so he could have gone anywhere. So we were locked down all day Thursday, all day Friday. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to put out an Attic Find Friday video. So obviously I didn't put out a Thursday video because all I could think about was this whole situation and my work. And then on Friday, I just decided I can't do an Attic Find Friday because I can't focus on cards. I'm not. It's There's so much on my mind, and I thought I'm going to put out a video so people understand, the people who really care about my channel. And I thought 100 or 200 people are going to watch this video, um, and I made it with a boring title, an update from Maine. I put no description in. I put no tags, as you can see down here, no tags in. I put as many tags as possible in every video because I want my videos to get watched. I want the algorithm to pick it up. I did nothing. I didn't respond to any comments. I put the heart on them, but I responded to one. I think just because Aaron is also in Maine, and that's I thought this is going to get a couple hundred views at the most. People who really care. It got to 1,000 views faster than almost any other video I've ever posted. Uh, and you guys, what you commented, 78 comments, 1,800 views already, 169 likes. Just wanted to say thank you for caring about what was happening in my neck of the woods of Maine. Yeah, it was nice to see. And it's not that I didn't think people would care. I just didn't realize so many would. So that's all for that. I appreciate it, guys. This is a longer video than normal on a Sunday morning, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching.